Hello, friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Thursday, June 25th. It is 5 p.m. So here is an interesting question. Can mouthwash help stop the spread of COVID-19? Researchers are saying yes. Some may curb the spread, but more research is desperately needed to actually prove if this is effective. Okay, now researchers say that lowering the levels of virus or shed virus, even transiently, may lower transmission to healthcare providers who work in the upper airway. Okay, so you're talking about ENT surgeons, anesthesiologists, and dentists. Okay, so what made me think about this was last week, I think it was, I went for a cleaning and they had me use mouthwash before I started. And first I took offense. I thought, well, I did brush my teeth before I came here. But she was telling me that that's their new protocol, and my dental hygienist. So I said, let me look into this and see what this is all about. So the COVID-19 virus is surrounded by a lipid envelope, okay, or outer fat layer, okay? But this may be its Achilles heel, okay? So to disrupt or interfere with this lipid membrane is a virucidal, or killing a virus, strategy against many coronaviruses, and previous research has shown the impact of many agents on killing viruses by disrupting its fatty membrane. Okay, so number one, studies show a consensus that 60 to 70% ethanol yields viruses inactive very quickly, which is how all of this stuff came to be with hand sanitizer having that percentage of alcohol in it, is because that's how it kills these viruses. Now, a high viral load is common in your salivary glands in your mouth and in the throat, and it's also the source of spread in early stages of the infection. Now, understand that most mouthwash that contains alcohol have it in much lower concentrations. You're not taking alcohol that's mouthwash that's 70% alcohol. Okay, that just doesn't exist. Okay, a 2017 study showed that a 30-second exposure to 34% ethanol completely prevented coronavirus, not COVID-19, but another strain, completely prevented it from reproducing or replicating. Another study back in 2010 showed a 30-second exposure to 21% alcohol with essential oils, and those were thyme, eucalyptus, peppermint, and clove, led to a 99.99% reduction in the infectivity of H1N1 influenza by disrupting the lipid layer. Now, if COVID-19 is anything like any of these other viruses, which again, we don't know, but we're hoping it is, all of these things may actually work against COVID-19. So a high alcohol content, again, in a mouthwash, this is saying 21% with essential oils or 34% without, just for 30 seconds. Again, this is a transient ability to kill the virus. The number 2 ingredient they looked at was chlorhexidine. That has been shown in vitro, meaning basically in a petri dish, to reduce viral concentration of enveloped, this fat coating around a virus, enveloped viruses, and researchers are suggesting in combination with ethanol, this can be even more beneficial. Number 3 is povidone iodine, okay, iodine that you would use on your skin. Repeated gargling in humans has been shown to reduce the incidence of both bacterial and viral infections. Unfortunately, this ingredient in mouthwash only exists in Asia. We do not have that here in the United States, and I am not suggesting you start gargling with iodine. I'm just giving you some information. Okay, number 4, hydrogen peroxide, which causes oxygen-free radical-induced disruption of the lipid membranes. Okay, so basically it causes the oxygen-free radicals to disrupt the structure of the membrane, causing the virus to become inactive and unable to do anything. Okay, so it has been shown to inactivate other coronaviruses at concentrations of around 0.5%. So mouthwashes for whitening typically use concentrations around 1 to 3% hydrogen peroxide. So this is just something to consider. Clearly, more research needs to be done to see if this technique reduces the rate of throat and respiratory infections, but something as simple as a mouth rinse with hydrogen peroxide, ethanol, and essential oils. Who knew? Okay, again, I'm not saying to pop a shot of vodka before you go to the dentist or before you go anywhere, but it's just something that is coming out. All of this time is allowing all this research to be done to show how we can reduce our viral load. If we happen to be contaminated with a virus in your airway, in your throat, maybe a mouthwash, gargling a few times a day with it, could knock it out enough that you won't get symptoms, or your symptoms would be mild. I mean, certainly it would be worth a try, right? Certainly something pretty benign. So, go brush your teeth. Use some mouthwash. Again, not the synthetic stuff, not the blue stuff that they sell in the store, but get yourself, and it's in the store now. It was hard to find at one point, but just some plain hydrogen peroxide, some of these essential oils, and maybe a shot of vodka. Don't drink it, just gargle. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys again tomorrow for another Live in 5.